Hello again YouTube, it's Billy Haynes here with another album review. This time we'll be doing 2007's third album of Raging Speedhorn, Before the Sea Was Built. This came out, I think their record label had dropped them at the time, just after their second album, which done amazingly well, especially selling here in the UK. And it's such a great album, their second album. It really is. It's just absolutely stupendous. But Before the Sea Was Built kind of got picked up by SPV Records. They also, in this same year, done Typo Negative's last album. Yeah, so it was kind of weird transcendence for that record company to kind of pick up both acts. Which is really cool, right? Raging Speedhorn, Typo being on the same record label. But let's get into this one, because I know this can get really controversial, this album, because there's everybody has their own kind of take on it, and yeah, I'm here with mine today. So the album starts with Everything Changes. It's quite a slow tune for Raging Speedhorn, even though they're quite doomy in places. It really has a strange, unique twist on it. Really like the bass and drums on it, like the guitars, the vocals are good. But it's getting a 3 out of 5. I think it's a good tune. I don't think it's amazing or absolute classic Raging Speedhorn tune, but it's still good. Before the Sea Was Built comes next, kind of hitting on that same pattern. It's kind of like quite slow. The guitars kind of pick up a little bit, like faster tempo, where, like, you know, you still have the drums kind of, you know, trying really bending with the bass, kind of keeping it quite a slow tempo. Again, a good song, but yeah, not quite a great level. It's still good. Yeah, so that's getting a 3 out of 5. Dignity Stripper comes next, and that's where it starts cranking up this album. Absolutely love that song. It's a 4 out of 5. And one thing that I absolutely loved about this album is actually the bass and drums. Even though I know everybody's going to be like, why would you think that? Speedhorn always does this thing, which is really fun, because they really play their doom well, and like the way that they put their rhythm section is really interesting, because they're playing fast, but they like taking their time and being chunky with their riffing, which I absolutely love. And Dignity Stripper really does pull that back. It's a 4 out of 5 for me. Mishama comes next. Really love that song too. Another 4 out of 5. Absolutely great song. Guitars, vocals, again, that bass and drums, fucking fantastic. And then the next track happens, and I'm even way back when I first bought this album, which was pretty much like release weekend, the last comment to Nothingness is just such a downer. It's one of those songs that I never come back to, and I just can't get on with it. I really can't. I will say that again, you know, I really like the bass in it, and some of the vocals are good, but overall it's getting an average too. Don't really care for it, to be fair. But then Born to Twist the Knife comes in, kind of cranks it up again to that like kind of good level. The bass and the drums, guitars and the vocals really good. It's getting a 3 out of 5. Thought it was a good tune. And then the second half of the album just fucking rages. This is what's like so interesting about this album. Who Will Guard the Guards comes in and just fucking turns this album up on its arse. Absolutely great song. Who Will Guard the Guards is probably my second favourite track on the album as well. Really Raging Speedhorn, top tempo, great stuff. Too Drunk to Give a Fuck comes next, which again, so Raging Speedhorn. Another 4 out of 5, absolutely bone crunching some of those riffs. Then my favourite track on the album comes in, Sound of Waves. Just love how intense that song is. Some of the soloing as well on it is just phenomenal. It's getting another 4 out of 5. And then it ends with Jump Ship, which again just keeps up on that great level, with the bass and the drums, vocals, fucking guitars, just great. But overall, it's going to be controversial because I know there's a lot of people out there that kind of try and discredit this album, which I kind of get. But once you get through that first half of the album and realise that they're trying something different, the second half of the album is a fucking kicker. But overall, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. I think it's a great album. You just got really stick it on and just let it be. You know, don't touch any buttons or anything, or just listen to it in its entirety, because that second half of the album absolutely kills. It really does. And yeah, I think it's a great album, man, and certainly one of Speedhorn's discographies that kind of gets left a bit to the side just because of, I think 2007 was a really hard time in metal. There weren't much people going